Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Pocket Ants. Yes, it's that time of year again, and as you can see, I've dressed for the occasion. Yes, we are just days away from the Christmas 2022 event. Over the weekend, Aerial Games posted the information in the Discord, as they usually do, and we are going to go over that post, as we usually do, and I'm going to inject my experience and wisdom, or just comic relief along the way. Before we do that, I'm going to make a standard statement regarding events in this game. There's a MacGuffin. Do not touch the MacGuffin at the beginning of the event. Wait a number of hours. I would suggest maybe like a large number, maybe like 12 hours. That's pretty good. There's nothing to be lost from that. However, if you do utilize the MacGuffin at the beginning of the event, you will regret it. All right, so let's jump in and take a look at that post. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to read through it, and then I am going to put my own little experience spin on it. If things have changed and I don't know about it, yeah, don't sue me. Aerial Games. Hello, and the Christmas event is coming soon to Pocket Ants. Christmas event with little emojis. Duration. By the way, this is interesting. Duration. December 16th, 0000 UTC until January 9th, 2359 UTC. What's missing? The days of the week are missing. I even went back to the previous event. Usually it's Friday until, I forget, it's usually like Monday or something like that. By the way, these events usually go 18 days. But I find it interesting that they actually left the day of the week out. It's interesting because these events usually begin, for me, on Thursdays. See, it's usually like midnight, Friday for them. But for me, it's Thursday, at 8 p.m. That's what it's going to be for me. So I find it interesting they took the days out. Details. On December 16th, a candy cane, aka the MacGuffin, will appear north of your colony, and it will last 24 hours. You will need to interact with it to trigger the 24-hour timer. Interact means setting it as a source or gathering from it. The candy cane acts as an unlimited supply of leaves and food. After 24 hours, the candy cane will disappear, but you can buy a new 24-hour candy cane using gems. Fill up the event activity bar to attract a new special creature. Maximum of 2 per day. The daily limit resets at 0000 UTC. This special creature has boosted stats, same as golden creatures. Let's stop for a moment. Obviously, we're going to get into activity in the next panel. But the most important thing here is the activation of the candy cane. When you actually interact with it, that's when you activate it. So that's what I mean by don't touch it. See, there's 2 different days here. There's the game days that begin their time, midnight Friday, until, say, midnight Saturday the next day. That's a game day. That's an independent timer to when you activate the candy cane. If you wait 12 hours into the event before activating the candy cane, then you will have 12 hours of that endless source of food and leaves in 2 different game days. And as it states there, you can do 2 summons of the special creature each day. Those are the game days. So that's the reason that you do not touch the candy cane at the beginning of the event. Trust me. All right, let's move on. You will get activity points by doing the following tasks. Points will carry over to the next day if the cap is not reached. Defeating the red ants colony. Collecting acorns. Gathering pieces from the candy cane and processing it as food. Only the ones brought to the food chamber. Getting honeydew from aphid farms, bonus multiplier applies. Getting pheromones when attacking in a battle. Attacking Dr. Zanny counts 2. Watching ads. 3 new limited time skins will be available for purchase in the gem shop. Their skins will last beyond the duration of the event. Only purchasing them is limited to the event. So you saw I actually had a skin. I bought that in the first Christmas event. If you've played this game a bunch, you have a bunch of gems. I spent 500 on a merge in the last one, and I think I still have like 1,600. So if you've played the game, you got a bunch of gems. If you see a skin you like, go ahead. If you want to get more gems to do it, that's fine. Absolutely. Now, let's go over the activity. The way this works is there's an activity bar. The number to fill it is 1,000. What you want to do is to fill it in order to be able to summon the special creature. I have no idea what it is, but we're going to go with a theory a little bit later. The thing is, when you fill it up, you get to summon the creature. You can fill it up 2 times in a day to get 2 summons. That way, maybe you can merge them together and get a 2-star of the special creature, and then maybe get a better one later on. How do you get the activity? Well, if you have the candy cane, you get automatic activity. All you have to do is tell all of your worker ants to gather from the candy cane as food. It'll take a while, but it'll fill automatically. If you have the candy cane for 2 distinct days, that's going to get you 4 summons without doing anything else. Now, you may want to actually hit the red ant colony because it's going to get you gems. The last 2 times I did it in preparation for doing this, I got 10 and 9. So yeah, it's like free gems. Especially during this event, because we're going to get on a little bit later, that it's going to happen more often. So while you have the candy cane, you got all the activity you need. But once it goes away, you might want to get another one. That's fine. If you do plan on getting another candy cane, make sure that it covers 2 different days. Example, say you wait 12 hours into the first day to activate the candy cane. Then you have 12 hours at the end of the first day and 12 hours at the beginning of the second day, which gives you 4 summons. You wouldn't want to get another candy cane in the second day because that wouldn't make any sense because you don't have any more summons that day. You probably want to wait maybe 12 hours into day 3. That way you'll have 12 hours in day 3 and 12 hours in day 4, if you get my meaning. But let's say you're not going to gem any more candy canes and you run out. How do you get activity? The red ants colony and the acorns are going to be your thing. Let's talk about the other ones for a second. Honeydew. That's not really very significant. If you're going for honeydew from aphid farms, you're doing it for the honeydew. You're not doing it for progress in this event. If you're going for pheromones, you're fighting other players, you're really not getting pheromones to help this event. The reason I say that is that if you take out the red ants colony, you get 200 points of activity. If you do all the acorns, you get 200 points of activity. So, 5 or 10 isn't really going to help you very much. And it's probably just going to get left behind when you do a summon. You're going to be leaning heavily on hitting the red ants, and you're going to be able to do that every 6 hours. The acorns, there are 10 of them each day, and each one of them is going to get you 20. That's where I got the 200 from. So once you're past the acorn, the activity will be coming from red ants colonies and acorns. And don't even get me started on the watching of the ads. You watch an ad, you get 1 activity. I mean, it might be interesting or useful, maybe if you miss one of the acorns or something like that, but at that point, you might as well just go for pheromones or honeydew, you know what I mean? All right, let's go on. Rain will be replaced by snow with a higher chance of happening, attracting the same kind of creatures as rain. Snow will not affect ant speed. That's actually really good. I wish the rain didn't do that. Daily gifts. Special Christmas gifts each day with special surprise on the last day. I'm glad they're back to the special surprise, by the way. They haven't done that one for a while. Skipping a day will not reset progress. We'll get back to that in a moment. Additionally, these timers will be reduced for the duration of the event. Red Ants Colony respawn from 12 hours to 6 hours. Aphid Farm respawn from 6 hours to 4 hours. Hope you enjoy it. Right, the daily gifts. As I mentioned, these events usually have 18 days. The daily gifts are 10. Since they're going to have the special surprise, it means the 10th one is going to be a really nice one. these can be very good things. They can be resin. I think they did honeydew once. They could be creature parts. They're usually very useful indeed. But of course, what happens here is you don't have to go in consecutive days. Of the 18 days, you just have to go in 10 different days in order to gather all the rewards. That's what they mean by skipping a day will not reset progress. There's 10 rewards, and you just have to be there 10 different days, and then you'll get the rewards. So not a problem. And I mentioned down below about the Red Ants Colony respawn. Even like in the first day, even if you're not going to do it for points, it's just useful to do to get gems. So during the event, you're probably going to be doing a lot of Red Ants Colony, killing, basically to get the activity. But it's also a great opportunity for gems too. You can really stack up on them, especially if you get lucky with the 9s and 10s, like I did the last 2 times I did it. And the aphid farms, I mean, if you're into the honeydew, that's fine. I just don't think you're going to accumulate enough of it during this event to actually mean something. But I mean, if you're saving honeydew, it's a good thing. All right, so that's the way it is. We're going to get a chance for a special creature, and maybe we'll be able to get somebody strong. I'm hoping for another attacker, even though we have had a lot of attackers. And in terms of like a guess, well, first thing to keep in mind is space. In order to get yourself at least a 3-star, you need 3 spots open, which means I gotta do some clearing. I'm seeing a couple of things I can get rid of. I don't need the dragonfly. I have a 4-star Halloween pennant, and I have 2 wasps, so I don't need any more air power. The rhinoceros beetle, I mean, I have the Christmas beetle, and he's kind of better, so I don't need him. Do I need 3 4-star scorpions who are never going to get used again? No, I don't. So I have stuff I can get rid of. Now, in terms of what the creature might be, because I have no knowledge at all. If somebody mentioned it in the regular Discord, I have no knowledge of it all. I'm just going to go with an educated guess. I was actually right the last time because I said spider, because it just seemed to make sense since it was Halloween and they already did the praying mantis. And by that I mean the special ones over here. So the question is, what's it going to be over here? I'm thinking maybe the tiger beetle. Now the festive one, I don't have him because they did a special event where they mixed everybody together so you could get other special ones as opposed to just that. So I only got 1-star, so I ended up getting rid of him. It could be that. Maybe they're going to do, like I just suggested before, maybe they're going to do another bombardier. I have no idea. I guess the only way we're going to know for sure is when it actually happens. If I was going to guess, I'd say a tiger beetle. But that is just a guess. We're going to have to see what happens. I'm guessing that we can eliminate a scorpion, considering how long it took them to do a scorpion in the first place. Whatever it is, we're going to find out on Friday when the event begins. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now, so thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.